than have somebody who can't pray for them if something happened.
Oh, that's
You know, so if we get somebody shoot at us if somebody shoot at us at Waffle House, I'm going to running and I'm going to praying.
That's right.
Especially if I don't have I don't have no gun. Oh, I know I'm under the seat crying. I'm under the seat praying.
Oh, you said crying the first thing, change it to praying.
No, crying and praying. Y'all gotta understand, for real. You gotta get out of there. Ain't nobody bad no more.
Right. That's absolutely true because.
Yo, listen up, everybody. Have you heard the news? Got a brand new show that's breaking all the rules. Started out from VA and now we on the move. From local to global, cause we got something to prove. We came from the bottom, now we at the tippy top. To hold it down for our people, cause we all we got. This a cold, cold world, but we keeping it hot. What up, sit you on the line, ain't no time to stop. All work over here, still we having fun. Yeah, we say it like it is, ain't no holding our tongue. Go get us on the team, yeah, we getting it done. And shout out to Travell, yo, you number one. It started with a dream that turned into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about to change, mind your business.
Wait again, man. Wave your hands with it. Wait again, man. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, man. Wave your hands with it. We top six, like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, man. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, man. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, man. Wave your hands with it. We top six, like we all up on the gram with it.
Welcome to another episode of Wait Again Minute podcast. Today we have another special guest, and you know what though? I'm not even gonna lie. I feel honored right now because I have somebody who's very special to the right of me. But I don't know how he gonna act, y'all. So let me apologize in advance.
Oh, really?
For him.
Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah. Did y'all hear that voice though? Is that what we're gonna do?
You know what? I'm delighted.
You are.
And I'm really happy to be here to support you, young ladies, because coming in your studio and seeing what you guys are doing is very enlightening as Black professional women, that you have taken the lead, put together a podcast with real cameras, real equipment, real knowledge, and you got a great song,
right?
You know, because we could have kept playing that.
Yeah.
That thing said, "Wait again a minute, wait again a minute, wait again a minute." You know what I'm saying? And I really feel honored that I'm here, that you chose me to come on your podcast, because you're doing a lot of things for the community. I've been watching you guys for a while, and I really thank God for you guys, because you can help change the direction and change what we have going on in the community for the good.
Right.
Oh
wow! I was
good.
about to cry because I wasn't expecting that from you. But
I don't know why, because
I was like this, like what? But we actually appreciate that. Like,
it's real though. It's not like I'm making this up. I mean, that's what you do. When I met you, you were doing what you were doing. Right. You were out in the community and you were getting interviews and you were talking to people.
Right.
And y'all were down to earth. Yeah. And that's what it takes. It doesn't take a lot. It just takes some dedication.
Yeah. Definitely. I appreciate that, Mr.
Okay, so now y'all can pay me now or y'all can pay me later. No, I'm just playing.
But trust and believe, the man upstairs is definitely going to continue to pay you like he is. So he's going to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, God. God. I can tell y'all this from this whole interview. I guess we can start right here with this whole interview with me. I mean, my whole career and my whole life and all of that has been God guided. I mean, from the time I started, and then God had to show me some things, and then I had like in 18, I had did all of this great stuff that people were talking about, I didn't ask to do none of this.
Okay.
It was really God guided. He guided it, and it just it happened. But I prepared for it, and I researched, and I did, you hear people say, you do the work.
Right. That's right.
You know, I did the work and everything. But I can tell you in 2018, I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, blood cancer.
Oh, wow.
Right. And so everything that I had done in the industry flashed in front of me.
I'm sure.
So you don't really never know. So it really kind of changed my life. Like, hey, you know, you got to do this. You know, you got to do this. I've always helped people, but I just think God saw what I did before, and He came right in and blessed me and got me through the situation. And out of blood, you know, out of all that I went through, the only thing that it bothered me was the chemo gave me neuropathy in my feet.
Oh, wow.
So that would make me walk funny sometimes because of neuropathy. But God has to direct you, you know, because if we don't believe in something, we'll fall for anything.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you actually said a mouthful, but let's go back and actually get you to introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
Know who you are. Exactly. I mean, they don't know the man behind the man, like that.
Right.
You know. So
well, my name is Ike Owens. I'm a producer. I started off producer, radio executive. I do marketing. I do PR. What else have I done? I've done.
Look at God.
Record
you right here.
Recording engineer. I had a studio in my house. I did records. I've done events. I've done concerts. I was a jack of all trades and a master of none of them. And I just stuff dropped in my lap.
Yeah.
You know, and I just kept working it and kept working it and kept working it, you know, and
so you actually perfected your craft.
Yeah.
But like, where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? Like, because you went to the Norfolk State, right?
I went to the Norfolk State University. Behold the green and gold.
Okay.
All day, every day.
So what did you major in at Norfolk State?
I went to Norfolk State. I was a music media major, which is a split major between music and communication.
Okay. Gotcha. So now let's fast forward a little bit. You've been in the entertainment field for how long?
25 years. Wow, almost maybe 30 years. I don't know.
Wow. So is that why when you're out, everybody knows who you are?
Right.
It's like you are
the man,
the GOAT.
Well, you know what? I can say this that it's hard in this industry that you go places and people say great things about you.
Right.
Because I worked hard to try to keep my integrity and all of that. Because, you know, y'all know we have a lot of haters in VA. And people hate you for no reason. And we have to keep it up with our creativity, and we can beat them with our creativity. We can beat them with our movement. And I can tell you, never tell people what your movement is.
Right.
That's my thing. Nobody, people, like you said, no, people know my name, but people know me or know my name, but they don't know. There's a lot of people just don't know what I do.
Right. Yeah.
Because I show no movement. You don't follow my movement. You can't follow my movement. You can't know where I am. Like, I've learned way before any of these artists,
these killings and stuff.
These killings. I post where I am a week after I've been there.
Right. That's right. Oh, okay.
So you're not gonna catch me with no chicken in my mouth and kill me at a chicken restaurant.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
That's true. You know what? I've never, I'm like you, even before all of that, I've never posted while I was there, but I will post when I leave.
Right.
So yeah, I don't do that posting when
because you know you in the posting business. So when you at a festival or something like that, I understand you're doing a live or whatever.
Yeah, that's different, yeah.
But you're protected and stuff. But you have to be. Everybody has to be careful because people will just try to take you out for no reason.
Right. For no reason.
Jealousy.
And that's so sad though. It's really sad.
But it's true.
It's sad.
It's sad.
And I think it's becoming more prevalent every day now, because people see people and they see whatever they see, but it may not be that person's actually reality. You're looking at them on social media.
Right.
So I'm looking at you for, you got on $1,000 sneakers, you driving a $70,000 to $80,000 car. I'm looking at you, but I don't know how you're tossing and turning at night trying to pay for that stuff. You may literally have nothing.
I mean, you got $5,000 in your bank account.
Yeah.
But you got $300,000 worth of stuff on, and you're living this facade.
Yep.
And
the people upset.
Oh yeah,
people upset, feel some type of way.
Oh yeah, and they get an opportunity where hey, I can't stand. Or you go somewhere and somebody have a beef with you, and they hold on to it.
Yeah.
And then 2 or 3 years later, they catch you downtown by yourself with your chain on.
Oh my God, he just set up the whole thing. Right?
That's what they do. That's what.
But why is it you think it's getting so heavy like that in the music industry, or is it that it's always been like that in the
it's just
entertainment industry? And
it's just you just know about it now.
Yeah,
more.
I have a theory about it. The music business, per se, and it goes back. It's spiritual, so it goes back. And so my theory is, if you ever notice, from the beginning of time, the devil has always been in our music. The devil was the minister of music in heaven. And so God kicked him out of heaven, and he went to hell and started creating havoc. So if we really think about it, it's in the music.
It's already been written.
It's already in the music. It's bad to say, but it's already, some of that stuff is destined I feel it's destined in the music. You must have been bad if you got kicked out of heaven.
Yeah. Yeah, because you get umpteen chances.
And then you had all those voices that you could mimic, all the voices. You can be a trumpet, you could be whatever. So the devil is in this industry. Like, if you ever think about it, if we want controversy to start, it always starts in music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never really looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Or that deep.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. Now, being that a lot of people don't know what you do, can you please explain to us what it is that you actually do?
Yeah, because when I see you,
I do.
I've always known
I've been
the stage for all the concerts. Like, you are going to be backstage.
Yeah, I have my company. I have a production company, and I'm a production manager, and we design sound and lighting, and we do all of that for concerts with the artists. So if you get a concert and you want to have it, a lot of people don't know what to do. So they call me, I put together the show, and we put the sound and lighting together, and we put the show together, and we do it. Also, a lot of times when you see me, I do production for tours.
Okay.
So you might see me at a tour there backstage, and you might not know what I'm doing there, but I'm dealing with aspects of production, and maybe sometimes road management, because I have certain artists that I go out on the road with on occasions. Secular artists. I do a lot of gospel sometimes, but probably in the last 10 years, I've probably done more secular than I did gospel, because secular artists want people that they can trust.
Okay.
Like a rapper would rather have somebody who can pray and who know God than have somebody who can't pray for them if something happened.
Oh, that's yeah.
So we get somebody shoot at us.
Yeah.
If somebody shoot at us at Waffle House, I'm going to running, and I'm going to praying.
That's right.
Especially if I don't have I don't have no gun. Yeah. Oh, I know I'm under the seat crying. I'm under the seat praying.
Oh, you said crying the first thing, change it to praying.
No, crying and praying. Y'all gotta understand, for real. You gotta get out of there. Ain't nobody
real,
bad no more.
Right.
That's absolutely true because them bullets. I don't care. Like I don't care how big and tall, how thin you are, walking around. I'm like you, that man. When them bullets hit you, baby, it knocks you down.
Oh man, bullets will
definitely will knock you
down. Bullets ain't playing. No.
Yeah, they.
So how did you get into doing? Like you forgot to tell people, that you the man behind the Funk Fest.
Oh yeah, that's one. Let me maybe start how I got into it.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe.
Okay.
I went to Norfolk State University. Norfolk State, we had a concert on campus. Jeffrey Osborne was coming to do a show at Norfolk State.
Okay.
The vice president at the university, Kirk Maddox, God bless his soul, rest in peace. We had the concert. They booked the show.
Okay.
Jeffrey Osborne came. The school put up a stage. When they put the stage up and they put all the equipment on it, it was an older stage. The stage fell.
Oh man!
With all the equipment on it. No, you didn't blow up. You blew the stage up. That's terrible. You blow it up again. All right, 2 times. All right, but the stage fell down. Mm-hmm. And so Jeffrey couldn't perform. So there was a lawsuit. He sued Norfolk State. And in the settlement, Norfolk State had to redo the show. So the VP called me and he said, I got to replay Jeffrey Osborne. So I got the dimensions and I researched everything and I found a stage, the dimensions online and all of everything. And so what we did is we took it, the dimensions and everything, and he built a stage to the dimensions and design that I gave him.
Okay.
So for about 10 years, that stage, Norfolk State used that stage for every homecoming and every show, graduation, and everything. But the only problem was it was made out of wood and steel, and it was real heavy.
Okay.
So then they bought another stage. So I helped put them up. Then I got a job working with Jeffrey Osborne.
Oh, wow.
And then Jeffrey Osborne's manager also worked with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
And then I started working with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and he started training me. And then I went from him. Then I worked.
Okay, so hold on. So when you started working with Jeffrey Osborne, when you worked with Norfolk State, then it led you to Jeffrey Osborne. So he saw the work that you had did.
Yeah, his manager did.
Right, okay.
His manager took me under his wing, and I learned from him. He was from Baltimore.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Thad Edwards. And
everybody gone.
And then and it went from there. And then I constantly kept working with different artists, and I was meeting Stephanie Mills and the Whispers and all of those people. And I started continuing. Then I got into the old school hip hop. So I worked with Dougie Fresh. I worked on the Fresh Jam tour with Eric B. and Rakim. And that's where my old school stuff came in.
Okay.
And then, I worked with one day, Norfolk State wanted to have a homecoming show, and people were from DC. So, and over there, and at that point, Go-Go got big.
Yeah.
So I called this lawyer one day. He was a manager, and I asked him I said, man, how much does it cost for Norfolk State to do Chuck Brown? Mm-hmm. He was Chuck's manager and his lawyer. And he told me. So I went to the school. Then we got Chuck Brown. We had Chuck Brown, Eric B. and Rakim, and Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Okay. Oh, y'all were rocking then.
Yeah, that was the old school. I was in the 80s. And so from there, my relationship with Chuck became strong. And then that's why I could bring his band and him. He came before he passed. He came to Funk Fest.
Okay.
Because it's like the 13th one. And so Chuck comes like every other year. And I have that bond with his son and his daughter. Okay. So in memory of Chuck, that's why I bring Chuck Brown Band to the Funk Fest. So
so now the Funk Fest is actually your event.
Yeah, I do it in conjunction with the City of Virginia Beach and I Am Going.
And who is I Am Going?
They're the people who do the beach events. All of the stages and the people that you see singing on the corners. Those people.
Okay.
So that I came to them with that idea.
Okay.
Because everybody that's black, we don't fight. Everybody that's older people ain't coming to fight. They coming to have a good time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it.
And they want to enjoy their weekend and get them a room and pay them high room rates and get them some food and have a good time on that beach.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
You know,
you're exactly right, because Mz Gogetta to my far right, she was there. You're right. The old people do want to be somewhere.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Wait, what?
I mean, you were what?
I was there. I did have a good time, but you don't have to be old. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. You should have been here.
The creator just said it himself.
Mz Gogetta is not old.
Exactly. Thank you, Ike.
Mz Gogetta is a looker. She ain't bad looking, Mz Gogetta.
So sad. But anyway, so you're doing the Funk Fest for like 13, 14 years or whatever. So when you're doing these events, right, and you're meeting people, what is it something that really upsets you or really like has you kind of like to put you in a tight space? Like something that maybe the artist, not even the artist, the manager of somebody has done.
Well, you have a lot of you in this business, as you probably know, but probably in my area, it's a little different, because when you have people and managers and artists that have money,
right?
Money seems to make people act different.
Okay.
You know, when you got a feel like you got a few dollars, everything is different. Like, you know, I had people say, I want green M&Ms.
Oh, like with the special requests and stuff like that.
That could be a problem. And then you got some people that you order cars for them, transportation for them.
And they don't
like the transport. I don't like that car. Right at the last minute. So you have to either try to get another car or switch cars or whatever. There are a lot of little small things that
demands that they put on you.
Yeah, demands on you. But when you start doing it so long, you advance it. That's the key to an advance. What we call an advance is when I talk to the manager, I talk to the artist, I talk to the production, the sound, lighting people, and I advance the whole show. Send it to you, you sign off on it and send it back to me. So if you got a problem the day of,
yeah,
ain't no changes, homeboy. This is what you sign.
Right. So that means that's a legal binding agreement that they have to go by. If not, you can take them to court. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. So let me ask you this now: when you're putting together these shows, I know you said that you were one of the guys took you under his wings. But is there a certain type of verbiage, anything that you use, or you kind of just have to be kind of quick with it?
When you say get quick with it,
meaning like like some people be like, oh, they got to gift for gab, or they know how to talk to people.
Well, I mean, you can have the gift of gab all you want and be able to talk to people, but if you don't notice the business or what you're doing, you're gonna dig yourself a deeper hole.
Okay.
Because catering.
So all of that is part of what you do too.
Yeah, I hired a caterer. I hired a lighting company. I hired a sound company.
You hired the media company.
Yep.
Wait again a minute.
Wait a damn minute. And also
I didn't know that you actually do well you say you production, so
yeah, like that like the video, the LED walls, the LED screens. I designed all that stuff. I designed it for 420ish.
But you know what though? And so you really have to be on your A game in what you do, because no matter what the artist is out there doing, whether they're out there dancing, breakdancing, doing whatever, if the lighting is not right and the sound is not right, anybody can be able to hear it or see it, right?
All right, like that whole production, if you notice, at 420ish. What you call him was headlining. Shaggy.
Right.
You see how his show was?
You know what? I didn't even. My feet was hurting so bad. I didn't even see Shaggy or the City Girls. I wouldn't sit down.
Oh Lord, them City Girls. Oh my God, City Girls is too much.
Well, see, I love Young Miami, but JT is okay. But I like Young Miami because I like Carisha Please the podcast.
Oh,
so
you talking about that little nasty lady?
Yeah, Carisha Please.
Yeah, she had
Well, all of she only had like 6 episodes.
Yeah, but she had that boy on there. What's the boy name that talk? They was talking nasty.
Oh yes, they. Oh, you talking about Kevin Gates? Oh, their chemistry was everything.
It was everything.
Yeah, it was.
They were talking about. I ain't gonna talk about that.
Right.
He was talking. Oh, that was a lot, baby. They was nasty.
Yeah, but it was good though. It was really. I liked it. I liked it.
It might have been good. It might have been good for him, but she was uncomfortable at some of that stuff.
No, she won't. You're not gonna look at
He was making her very speechless. She was like, moving like he was saying certain stuff. She was like,
she was like, oh.
But that's because she was
she said, I want to eat. I want to taste you. Or somebody said, and she went in. I said, oh, okay.
That's exactly what he did. He's good at what he do.
Oh,
he sat there and set their whole thing up. And he got her to the point where she was really visualizing, to where she was feeling what he was saying. He took her there, baby. I loved every minute of
the whole scenario. I know that's right. But
he took her there. He took it right there, and she was enjoying. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's good. I love it. But I didn't get to see Shaggy.
So I did. I saw all of them. I saw the City Girls. But did you have to do special lighting for them?
Yeah, well, like Shaggy brings his own LD, which is a lighting director.
Okay. Oh, really?
Then they bring his own engineer and his own monitoring engineer. So it's a lot of moving parts to that. Okay. To those shows. It's like when you go to a concert and you see a bad show. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of the parts weren't there and they was trying to rush it and try to get it together, or they didn't have enough money. And they were cutting corners and stuff.
Oh, dang.
Or they didn't come to sound check, which is very important. Mm-hmm. You know.
But a lot of them do that sometimes, though, right?
Well, I mean, it's easy for a rapper because he's just picking up a microphone and a DJ.
Okay.
You can do that in 10 minutes. But with a band, the drums got to be EQ, the bass. Then they got to all play together.
Oh, wow.
And then you got to add the singers to it. You know, like the other weekend before last, I did Layla Hathaway and Robert Glasper in Portsmouth. And Layla the band had an hour sound check, and then she came with the singers and did another hour. So they had a 2-hour sound check to make sure that the vocals and all of that stuff is right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I guess that's the part that we don't see as concert goers. We just see, the production, whatever people's putting on.
You're seeing the final result.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The show. You don't see the back story or whatever.
Right. Which is very interesting. Like a lot of people don't get that experience, but to see all of what goes on in the back, you're like, and people moving around, it is a lot. And it can be overwhelming.
And then you got people there that don't even belong there.
Oh, yeah.
And that makes it totally for me. Like, I'm like some stuff. There were some moments at 420. I was out of my element because it was just too many people.
Oh, yeah. Because you was like, y'all get that. You was just telling people.
Yeah, everybody coming up, people that in from the neighborhood that know this person, who know that person, they coming on stage with the artists and standing. I don't know where that came from.
I was about to ask you that.
That standing on the side of the stage and on stage with the artist stuff. I don't do that. We don't do that at the Coliseums and at major tours. If you notice, somehow on a local show with national artists, the local people want to, I guess, be involved or whatever. So when it's their show, hey, if you want them up there and the artists want them up there, like, you know, the hip hop community is kind of different. Like Spice wanted all the people up there with her and all that.
Oh yeah. So now with all the people up there like that and all that is going on, does it interfere with, you know, everything that you put together? Does it interfere with the sounds or the speakers? Because
what we do is we keep it rolling, and the mics, you know, are the mics, and as long as they don't have a microphone, they're cool. We keep on with the show. Okay, it's on y'all. If you forget your cues, it's on y'all.
So basically, nothing stops the production.
Not the production, because we on a time limit. We got to be out by 11. So 11 o'clock comes. Hey,
What you mean you got to be out by 11?
Everything has, all those shows have curfews.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, you can't just stay up there all night. Like the shows will be like 4 hours. So if the show is at 8, so you got 9, 10, 11, 12. By midnight, we got to be out of the building. So once it goes late, then we start cutting people's time. That's why some artists be going short because they late. Either they late.
Yeah. And you know what? Now that you say that, it's making sense. Because sometimes you've been at shows, you be like, "How you just walk off stage?" Like one show we went to, and people somebody was late. I don't know who in the camp was late, but they just kind of walked off.
Yeah,
they were rappers at the scope.
And they just
they didn't finish. Like, it was like, what in the world's going on?
Yeah, it's because they were late.
And now it's making sense.
The time, they either miss their time or you have them come. You know, you have a lot of artists that go to the hotel and pregame and do whatever they want to do, and they supposed to be there at 8:15, and they show up at 8:30. So they got to cut their show 15 minutes.
Or either they don't show up at all to sound check.
Oh, they on their own. They going to get what they get.
So what would you say to a younger person that wants to be in the same field in the industry, but they want to do exactly what you're doing now? They don't want to start the way you started. They want to go into doing the stage work.
Oh, they better go to school. So it's 5 times harder to get in than when I started.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's
so hard now.
Because you got to know. You not only do you have to know the stage, but you got to know all the applications to the stage. Like I know sound, I know lighting, I know backline, and that's drums and all the equipment. You know, and all of that stuff. So if something happens, I can jump in there and help fix the problem.
But let me ask you this though, to piggyback off of what Mz Gogetta said. A lot of times when you go to school, they don't teach you
the actual
of that, the application. Like, you know, so it's like
they'll teach you the application, but you have to apply yourself to it. Okay. So like if you go to school and you're gonna major in audio or you want to learn audio, then you go find a band and you go work for the band. You're not going to get paid, but you'll learn how to do the sound. You'll heard the experience. This is an experience business. And see, this is the problem with young people now.
Yep. They don't want to do that for free.
They don't want to go to work nowhere.
Right.
Like, we supposed to be having the piggyback. We're talking about like, there's so many jobs out here that they can't even fill positions. So I'm like, well, where everybody at work? Where they working at then?
Yeah, right. They're at home. They're not working.
They ain't working nowhere.
Right.
It's definitely, like I told my mama a while back, I've never seen so many hiring signs in my life. Everybody's hiring. Nobody wants to work. And I'm gonna say it. It's the Democrats. Like, they make people lazy, and the Democratic Party is responsible for that, because they feel like if they give you everything that you need, it's gonna satisfy you for the moment. And
so, are you a Republican?
No, I'm an independent.
You talk like a Republican.
Well, I mean, but put it this way: whatever I am, I would say, and that's what I just said. I'm an independent.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get you straight right now. Because you're not gonna get me on this podcast and try to embarrass me and shine on me. That's not what we gonna do. I asked you, was you a Republican or a Democrat? Because you sound like a Republican. No, I'm an independent. Okay, Miss Independent, I get it. But what you said, it was the Democrats' fault.
No. See, you know what it is.
That's what you said, right?
No,
it's the Democrats.
You are a Democrat. That's why you feel that way. So everybody feels like if you're not a Democrat, then you have to be a Republican. No, it don't work that way.
I like the views of the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like everything that none of them do.
Okay, gotcha. I'm with
you. You know what I'm saying? And I see what you're saying. It's the Democrats, but you have a lot of Republicans that are against things for us.
I mean, now that I agree, but let me tell you this. This is the way I feel. Like I'm for, because like you said, all of them really don't be doing that, like what they say they're gonna do anyway, right? But the Democrats are in place. To me, I feel like they are to keep us at bay, keep us at a certain level.
Really?
Yeah. Like
I do believe that too.
Like I feel like at a certain point in time, you should come off of housing, you should come off of food stamps, because guess what? You're in that place that somebody else could be.
Okay. Well, let me break that down for you too, because the percentage of people that are on welfare,
I know,
it's not us.
I understand that. And that's why I say it's not a race for me.
And the people people that are on Medicaid and Medicare, it's not us all the time. It's our elderly people. I feel like when we get 65 or older and we're retired, they need to get health care.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there are countries that don't pay any health care.
Yeah, and get it free. They get it free. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I just think if you notice, the Republicans in the last 6 months have taken us backwards.
Of course, but you know why? They want to undo anything that the Democratic, because it's about party lines for them.
It's about money with them, because they've stolen all of the money.
But look, I don't know. I'm not a politician. I just know what I know. And
if Donald Trump, the president, if Donald Trump did not steal any money, him and his people, we ain't sitting in here.
And that
so you say you believe he stole some money?
That may be true, but he didn't just start. First of all, he didn't just start stealing money either.
What do you mean? He stole from his own self.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He's been doing it. So what make you think that you can't? Everything that this man has done, first of all, he tells you. I do have a level of respect for him, and I'm gonna tell you why. As a person, I'm not looking at the pigmentation of his skin. I'm looking at him as a person. You're gonna know who he is every day. He's gonna tell you. He's not like us, where most of us are a sheep in wolf's clothing. That's not him. He's gonna tell you, yes, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. You be like, you know what? I ain't no asshole.
He does not care.
Right. He don't.
About us at all.
Shucks, I don't think he care about him.
He care about
nobody else.
He took money from his own kids.
Right. That's what I don't think he care about nobody.
We don't want to talk about him. I believe he did something to his wife.
And the Republican Party sat down, and I watched them on television at the convention, the Republican convention.
Right.
Sat there and listen to him talk to them like dogs, and they put him in office.
When I tell you that, man, no. Now tell the truth, shame the devil.
What?
They were not the only ones who put them in office. You had a whole lot of immigrants that I don't know what he did to them or whatever. But those people,
he bamboozled them.
He did, and those
he
people
promised them stuff.
He did.
He wanted to deport them,
and then he deported them.
That's what it is.
And then now they so stupid, they go get a busload of folk and fly folk and put them at the vice president house in her yard.
Yeah, it's Oh, you small
Kamala. Yeah.
Well, she said the name is our white man, so we just all jacked up right now.
Well, because she was a white man?
Yeah.
She fell in love.
Yeah, I get it.
Wait a minute, who flew them in? I missed that.
Y'all didn't see the news on CNN? The what's the white man's name in Texas that don't like nobody, that don't like black folk?
The governor?
Yeah, the
governor. Flew them in and put them on camera.
They flew people. Go on CNN and Google it. They flew what they call those people? Immigrants.
Yeah.
They flew the immigrants to Washington D.C. or wherever she lived. I think she had 2 places or whatever, and they flew those people and put them on her lawn.
But you know what? Though Ms. Gogetta, you see the laugh, but this shit is really funny. It's
at your expense.
But this is crazy,
Miss Republican. They did it at your expense.
First of all, how you gonna put me as a Republican?
Your friend Donald Trump and his homeboys.
Donald Trump is not my friend.
And your homeboys.
His homeboys.
I'm just over you and your homeboy.
No, but I'm saying, like, for real, if you really think about it, like, times have really, really, really changed. Like, a lot of stuff that President Trump did or whatever, it was just like, yo, he just did what he wanted to do. And
you know what?
it was a clown show.
Okay, and let me tell you this. This is why I know this wrong. Okay, so 4 years before that, right? Okay. We get one of the best things we ever had as blacks. No. We got Obama.
No, I don't really agree with that.
I don't either.
Okay, I'm gonna say I can say it because Obama was a class act. Obama went through Senate, Congress, state legislator, everything. When Obama was in Chicago was a better place. Okay. Obama went to the White House. A black man just not gonna get voted president because he black. There was a lot of white folks that voted for Obama. And because he got in, the Republicans blocked everything that he did. Right. And is that fair?
No, it's not. But hold on to that. Let's go to a commercial right quick.
It started with a dream that turned into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission. Ears to the streets, yeah, we steady politicking. If it ain't about the change, mind your business.
Now wait a damn minute, wave your hands with it. Wait a damn minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait a damn minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait a damn minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait a damn minute, wave your hands with it. Now wait a damn minute, wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
And just like that, y'all, we're back. Make sure you guys, when you get a chance, download the WAGM Minute app. Let's get back to you now. You were saying that President Obama was voted in by whites. Of course. The Republicans and independent voted for him because it was. I believe that was the plan for him to. So it could be like, okay, now y'all can shut up.
But who? Okay, everybody says this plan. Who created this plan? Nobody can say what the plan. Who created the plan?
The same one who created all the plans, and they had.
Who is that?
Whoever the powers that be are. I don't know who they are. I know it ain't me. I know it ain't you.
No, it ain't me. It ain't you. It's somebody with a whole lot. It's the government with a whole lot of money. Yeah, it's political.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Why do you think during the pandemic they started giving? They waited till the pandemic to give us all this money.
That was a plan too.
When we could have had this money years ago when we had inflation. This started the first time before the pandemic when they gave us them rebates. You remember that? $250 here, and this person got $500 or something like that.
Yeah,
they did that. Do you know that? I believe, allegedly, I believe that they did this because that's how Trump used to steal money.
I believe that it it was. I believe it was a cover up or something. Something went down, and I believe it was planned. Everything that happened, I believe that it was planned.
Okay, so
they got caught because when they did the first PPP, Starbucks and all the big boys got the money.
They got them a lot of money,
right? And then they got caught, and because you had to. If you go online right now, you can see who got the money. Yeah. And when it showed up, the Starbucks got 20 million, and this person got that. They gave that money back. They was like, "Oh no. We don't want no parts of that." Then the PPP, they set it up so easily to get. Then the black, of course, the black folks, we always want to get up. We always want to have a come up real fast. And they got companies that could fill out your paperwork for you. People don't even have no company, ain't never had a business or nothing. They let y'all go through.
Then they came back.
And then they come back, and then look, it go from 2 years investigation. Now they're doing 10 years.
10 years, sure is.
Now, and
But hold on. But please tell people who signed it. Who signed that? Just as well as you watch TV, and I comprehend very well too. Can you please let the viewers and listeners know who signed that?
Who was that signed that for them to do that?
Who?
Wasn't it Biden?
Absolutely.
Because you know what? Because Biden is pretty much is in control, and Biden had to clean up that money just because he put that money out there. He ain't intend for everybody to steal it the wrong way.
And that's true. But I just wanted to put that little note out there.
How y'all gonna put it on Biden and it ain't
well, Trump didn't sign it, and I know damn well I didn't sign it, or you. Well, I know Mz Gogetta ain't
signed it. I know that damn Trump stole all them damn documents, and they was at his house. So why would he want all them classified documents at his house? He won't trying to hide stuff.
But you know what? Don't see that. That's
we ain't seen no tax return.
No.
And they still voted him in. They still let him be president, and still didn't see.
They did.
But they wanted to see Obama birth certificate.
They did.
Right. Don't ask Miss Independent over here. Yes. She the one. She said
no. But see, I
think I'm split between the two.
I ain't split. I'm staying Democrat.
Why?
I'm staying Democrat because I came in Democrat. And if
came where in Democrat?
In my family.
Okay.
Oh, so you're just doing it based on the family? You got to do it based on you and how.
No. I was born Democrat, and the Democratic Party.
I can assure you, your family was not born Democrat. Your great grandma, your great great grandma, and your great granddaddy, they were not. They were not Democrat. But go ahead.
But everybody knows that at first a lot of black people were Republicans because we didn't know no better. And the white folk let's tell the truth now. In the 60s, 50s, or 40s, when we were able to vote, white folks told us who to vote for.
That's true.
We ain't had no control of that. Mr. Charlie told you to vote for this person, and then you voted for him. So you could stay on your job with Mr. Charlie or live in that house or whatever. People not understanding. Civil rights is not dead. Right. We are not out of the jungle.
Oh no.
We are not out of the woods yet.
No.
And we will never be because we are too complacent.
But you know what? We are too complacent, and we are too our people as a whole, we keep ourselves in bondage for a lot of things. So if we keep ourselves in bondage, what do you think how somebody else is going to treat us? They can't treat us no better than we treating ourselves.
I don't keep myself. I'm not in bondage.
You per se, a small percentage of us don't keep ourselves in bondage, but a large percent does.
They've got to get. You got to get out of. Let's tell the truth. Let's get out of the woods. We don't protect our people.
That's right.
And we don't do like grandma and them do. And the reason I say I'm a Democrat is it's a place in Chesapeake where my grandmother used to live. It's called it's Crestwood.
Okay.
In Chesapeake.
Okay. I know what it is.
Okay, my grandmother was when voting, black folks could be able to vote in Chesapeake. My grandmother was the person who signed up registered the black folks to vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
She didn't have a location, so she would have them come to her house.
Oh wow. Okay.
And register to vote. So all those votes in Chesapeake and stuff, when all those black officials became Mayor Ward and all
Ella,
of these people, all of those older blacks became political figures. I watched her sign people up and work hard to try to protect our rights. Because it ain't, but I mean, it's not it ain't been that long since we was free.
That's true. That's and what you're saying, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, I just have my opinion on some things, and just because we disagree don't mean that I'm right because I'm sitting to the left of you, but I'm
gonna let you get away with that one, okay?
I don't
because you don't know no better.
No, right? You know what? And I may be ignorant to the fact on some things, but on some things, just as well as you stand strong on some things, I do too. But again, I think we hold ourselves back.
And I respect you for your. I respect you for your opinion and your judgment, and what we're doing right now. Yeah. That's part of the problem.
What? Why you say that? Please enlighten me. Why you say that?
Because we're both black. We're both trying to accomplish the same thing, but we not coming together on this. We have opposition, and we always say we can learn to disagree.
Yeah.
No, we
can't.
can't.
That's what makes things better though, because you have to have your own opinion about stuff, but then you can still have mutual ground.
Everybody got an opinion,
right? So that's what makes the world go round. Everybody has an opinion.
Opinions is like hind parts. Everybody got one,
right? So therefore, but that's what makes the world go round. So therefore, if you have an opinion, she have an opinion, you have your mutual opinion, meaning that what y'all both agree on. You bring it together and you can build something strong on that. Now, if you continue to make it a big issue about what you disagree about, then that's when you have the problem.
Right.
And okay. I got you, Ms. Gogetta, a little bit.
See, but I'm gonna break it down to you a little further. And I
thank you, Ms. Gogetta. I appreciate you clarifying what you're saying, because
right. No, but listen though, seriously,
this Republican over here ain't coming with it. She kills me. She gonna still. You done laid the whole thing out, and she still gonna say what she gotta say. But it's your show. We can't say nothing. But wait a damn minute.
But listen though. No, I even for like people who were to listen and watch the episode, right? I don't want anybody to think that because people have a difference of opinion, meaning that what you're saying is wrong or what I'm saying is wrong. I just believe what I believe in, and I believe what you believe in. However, at the same time, I don't try to push how I feel on you, right? So, but it's something that
I wasn't pushing my stuff on you at all.
Oh, trust and believe you won't, because it didn't sway me neither way.
No, yeah, because you still got them same bad opinions, and I understand it.
Wait a minute. You still got the same bad.
No, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what it is. See, when you a Democrat, right, and you see he's been there with his grandmother, so he's seeing the struggle, right? He has his outtake is different. No, I'm not even gonna say he's stuck.
I'm stuck.
But he has a different opinion because he's more experienced, right? And you've seen from where we have come from as a people. I get it. But me, I go based off upon my experience, right?
Okay.
When people say, "Oh, we were barefoot, we were running through Africa, whatever," I ain't pick cotton, so I don't know what it's like. So therefore, I'm not gonna take how they struggle and push it and put it on my back.
Okay, wait a minute. You
understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to take you. Let's go deeper in this.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you about to really, like, you don't know how it feels to pick cotton and run barefooted. But let me tell you this: you know how it is when the gas goes up to $5.
I love it. I love this conversation. Go ahead.
Okay. And you know how it is when you've lived in Suffolk. Hello. And some of the things that you need in Suffolk as being a Black business.
Okay.
And the opportunities that you get as a person, you know, you don't see and everything because
the complexion.
Because people in Suffolk, it's not you don't have the same opportunities that they do.
I believe that.
That's true.
I'm not
so
anywhere. See now I'm about to get offended because I think you think I'm slow.
I didn't say you were slow. I just didn't say you fast. No, I mean you have your own opinion. You get what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, they always say we barefooted, running in the woods, and what did she say?
Walk around with my shoes.
What did she say? Barefooted in the woods, picking cotton.
I never did that.
Them days is over with. But we picking cotton, but without the field.
Yeah, a different way. Yeah.
You know, so we have to wise up and educate our people and educate ourselves, and we have to try to do it. Like you like your format and your forum. This is your forum,
right?
This is your thing. That's your platform. So this is the platform when you have a Bobby Scott,
right? Yeah, yeah,
and a Senator Lucas and all of those people, and the Suffolk mayor and all those people. Why they need to be on here so you could ask, you know, you could tell them find out what's going on, right? Because hey, this is a valuable platform.
And you know what? And I do agree, and I realize it, and that's why we don't mind having those conversations. So that's why I don't mind expressing to you or anybody else how I feel, and we can have those conversations, because a lot of times when we don't have those conversations outside of the home, we're not moving forward as a people.
Yeah, and I have no problem. You know, and I understand that. Yeah. And I want you to know that I value everybody's opinion. You know, Mz Gogetta's opinion, and I value your opinion, even though I may not totally agree with you, but we can listen and talk to each other and understand it, because at the end of the day, we both going through the same struggles.
Yeah.
Even though we got $50 or $5,000, it's still the same struggle because you know it's still a struggle. Yeah. So you know, and I commend you on your, and you know how you stick with your guns and how you feel about what you feel. And you're independent. I got to remember that you're independent.
Yeah, and the reason why I say independent, I'm saying like either Republican, Democrat, or independent. I'm just saying, like, for me as a person, I go based upon what that candidate is saying they're going to do for me, whether it's on a state level, whether it's on a federal level. So if you're saying something that I think directly affects me, and I feel like you're going to do what you say you're going to do, then that's who I'm going to vote for. Party lines doesn't really make a difference to me. Like, I'm just not going to go and vote for somebody and go all the way down Democrat because one, I'm Black, because two, I'm an African. I mean, because I'm a woman, or three, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to vote, listen to what that person is saying, and make an educated decision based upon that. That's it.
But listen to this. That's fine and good. But you're listening to everybody. But the person that may apply to you may be a Democrat or maybe a Republican.
Right.
But whatever way you vote, your vote is counted as a Republican or a Democrat.
That's true.
Unless the candidate is an independent.
Let's is independent. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is,
you're really not an independent.
Right. I'm for.
That's what you're saying.
No, you're absolutely correct, and that's why I just said and told you. Like, I'm really not saying that I'm a independent. I mean, a Republican or a Democrat. I'm just saying that I'm based upon what I just said there and explained to you.
So let me ask you this. Let's flip this a little bit, because you know I'm really tired of hearing it. For real.
Because she's definitely a Republican, y'all.
Well, I'm not gonna say.
No, I'm just missing. Go ahead. Because
I do agree with some of the things Republicans do as far as being a business owner. It makes more sense to me versus being a business owner in the Democrats. Yes, that's true. But what I'm saying is also let's get back to you doing media, because remember we had our meeting and everything.
Yeah, let's go.
How does that affect the music industry or the entertainment industry, the politics and music? Or
it's money. Money influences everything.
Mm-hmm. What you mean by that?
Money is influence. It takes money. I mean, in media and politics. I mean, come on, every day it's a scenario. And some of that stuff is set up to go to the media. So have you ever noticed that the rap artists rob somebody or get in trouble with a gun and go to jail, and the next day they out and they sell 1 million more records?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
It's money. Influence us. How many women, who cares how many babies Nick Cannon got?
Yeah, like he on his 10th one.
And they still after Nick Cannon.
Right, and I'm trying to figure out why. Like, the man is sick. Like, he's not doing like all of that. So
Nick Cannon worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah, he's definitely worth a lot of money.
And he got enough money to pay them babies. He could pay for them babies. He just like kids. He gonna end up, and a lot of times those guys have different outlooks than we look. To him, he feels like he's leaving his legacy.
Okay. Yeah. I think he's gonna
with him being sick and everything. Someone was saying the other day that they think that he's doing that to see which one is a match. Give him a kidney or lung or something.
I thought he was doing it because he's gay and he just wanted to.
Oh Lord.
Oh Jesus!
I did. I always thought it about him, but Nick,
Lord Jesus,
Nick Cannon still my guy though.
Nick Cannon, I ain't had nothing to say with that. I ain't had nothing to do with that. Because you might be watching this. Nick, you my boy. You my homie. I had nothing to do with that. That was.
I get it. But let's go back to what Mz Gogetta said, right? I love like the transition of the conversations. Like I love it. But I wanted to ask you, right?
What?
When you're doing what you do,
mm-hmm.
What do you do like when you get like frustrated, when you get like heated? Like you just like I
go in the room by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I cut on my television and I watch television and I regroup myself, because I have to say at the end of the day, I'm dealing with people.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody has a different personality,
right?
And that's how I make my money. So I can deal with you. I don't have to deal with you every day,
mm-hmm.
but I can deal with you for the time that I have to deal with you. Okay. And then when I go home, I don't think about you.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
When the show stops, the show is over. Yeah. When the show is over, it's over. So whatever happened that night, we done. Your son, you said good night. God bless y'all. Pack the trucks up. We out.
Yeah.
Yes, people hold things. Yeah. I think people hold grudges and hold stuff, because you have people that you be arguing with, mm-hmm. and y'all have beef for your life, for the rest of their life.
Oh yeah. I've been to forget. Like, what were we talking about?
And I think a lot of times people do. If you mad that long, you forget what you were originally mad about.
But if you mad that long, it's something reflecting back on you, not the person you.
No, people are mad over stupid stuff.
Yeah,
you got people. We dealing with personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we have people that with split personalities.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of people that are just cuckoo.
Yeah,
and not for Cocoa Puff.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so what do you do on your downtime other than going into your room? What do you do for fun on your downtime when you're not?
Oh, I travel. I get in the car and drive. I fly places. I go to places and I don't go see shows for sure.
You don't?
Not unless it's something special. Like I went to see John Legend at the casino.
Okay.
And I may go to different stuff like that. Maybe if I go to a show, or even if I'm traveling out of town and somebody's in town doing a show, and I may call them and say, "Hey, man, what's up?" They said, "Where you at? Something in Vegas. Come on down and see us." Like, you know, one time I was in Vegas, and Usher had his residence.
Okay.
So one of my guys worked with Usher, so I called him. I said, "Man, where you at?" He said, "I'm in Vegas." He said, "Oh yeah, what?" I said, "What you doing?" He said, "Nothing." No. He said, "Man, why don't you come over to Usher house? We all staying at Usher got this big Airbnb.
Okay.
We all over there. You know, I went and seen him, and all of them were there and stuff. But it's not about business at that point. It's all about your homies hanging out, eating, and just doing what you do."
Okay.
Oh wow, well that's nice.
Gotcha.
So when you had a show, right? Because you said you really don't go to shows, but you did go see John Legend. Do you find yourself looking at the setup or looking at the lights or trying to see what was right or what was wrong or what could have been tweaked a little bit better?
I just sit there and listen to him sing, because
well, that's good.
I like to sit there and sing. You know, let John Legend sing. You know, sing John Legend.
But it seemed like, you would get yourself going, oh, wait a minute, now that light didn't flick the way it should have flicked. Oh, wait a minute. That's
no, because, when I go see John Legend, I'm going with the boo. And I'm going to be chilling, with the...
yeah, because you sound like you're trying to pick it up now. I'm chilling with the boo.
Yeah, I'm going to be with the boo, like, listening to John Legend sing.
I'm glad you said that. So are you involved?
I'm much involved.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So you be carrying the boo.
Yeah, I got a boo jank. Yeah.
And
that what Portsmouth? I mean, that's what they say.
I appreciate you calling her a boo jank.
She know I'm on this television.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about? Isn't that what y'all say, boo janks and
situation? Anything now?
No, that's no situation. I ain't gonna. That's the bad word right there. You a situation. That's terrible. Situation. Because you got to be careful these days, because a lot of people run game. They do. It's a lot of game out here. So when you get somebody who really, really nice,
right,
and and been there for you or whatever, who was that?
I don't know. Just like I was about to ask you, right, when you said about being that you are who you are, right, and the field that you're in, is it difficult for you to really find somebody who you think is really for you and not for?
Oh yeah. No, well, yeah, it's been a few. I've been married before, and it's a upward battle, because people gotta love you for you. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when I was sick and going through stuff, you know what I'm saying, you had to have somebody. People that stuck with you when you sick and when you down, you stick to them.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's so true. I definitely enjoyed our conversation. Like I didn't know where our conversation was going to go, because we didn't send you any questions or anything, but I just knew we was going to have a good conversation.
Yeah, I knew, because you ladies are very informative, and you're polite to talk to and pleasant to talk to. And y'all are crazy too, and all that. And then everybody's highly opinionated.
Yeah.
So we have our own opinions. So I'm cool, collected with it. I mean, I was good with it, because you can ask some crazy questions sometimes.
No,
because you done went from music.
Yeah, but see,
education, politics. Right. We done talked about everything.
That's good. But not
everything. We didn't talk about
what's
her name? Cretia, please, or whatever.
Carisha,
with Kevin,
Kevin
Gates,
yeah.
them and their.
Oh yeah, we talked about them. They was nasty.
that was. Look,
she's a nasty thing.
I loved it. But Mz Gogetta, what did you take away from tonight episode?
I don't know. I took away a lot, because, like Ike said, we was talking about everything. But what I did take away is that being in the industry that he's in, he worked his way up. So now it looks nice and fabulous, and he works hard, but it don't always look as what it
glamorous as it's supposed to be.
Right. Exactly. Because you would think, sitting out in the audience, and you go to the shows and you see the person on stage, you're like, ooh, you didn't work for this one, this one. But the whole time you really back there working. You're not really back there doing a whole lot of chit chat. And I have seen you in action.
Yeah. See, I mean, if you've done it along as I have been doing it, it comes first nature to you, and you just have to be nice to everybody. So I see people in the audience and they wave, and I say, "Hey," and I don't even know them.
You said what? You said what?
And but you got to understand, because when you somewhere at Food Line or something,
they see you.
And that lady said, "I remember you last night from the show." I said, "Girl, where were you sitting?" She said, "Da, da, da." I said, "Okay." And you got to be nice, because they the people who buying them tickets, them high tickets, so they can pay this, can get this money, so I can get my money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all want to make this money, but now lately the millionaires and stuff getting killed.
Yeah. I know I wanted to ask you before we wrap it up. I wanted to ask you, being that like you have kids, right?
Yep.
Okay, so are any of your kids are you grooming any of them to walk in your shoes, to carry, on your business once you're no longer here?
That's a great question, because my daughter, I have a daughter, 2 daughters, and a son. Okay. The oldest 2 are from my previous marriage. Okay. They I don't call them, they were my kids, because I took care of them. We were together. But my son's in LA. He's doing really well. Okay. He used to work with me. But they doing their own thing. But they could all come back and do it and pick it up. But my son used to do the Afram Fest with me. Okay. I did Afram for about 20 years at Memorial Day weekend. And then my daughter is young. She's 20 in this 25. Okay. And she knows a little bit around the stage. And my oldest daughter, she don't really have any desire to do it. She just like to come to shows and bring her girlfriend. Yeah. But that's it.
Okay. Well, I took away a lot from tonight. I didn't take any lack of respect for you. I think actually I gained more respect for you, because just to hear about all of what you've done and what you're doing and the work that actually goes into it, because like Mz Gogetta said, people see it for glamorous, but you actually are boots on the ground, like you're physically working.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So
researching before the show.
Yeah,
I'm working on the show months and months. Like I'm working on shows now. I'm working on the Millennium Tour.
Okay.
With Bow Wow and all of them.
2K,
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, we've come to the part of our show where we have to, ask you, how was your time on WAGM Minute Podcast?
Let me tell you, this was a great opportunity. I love the show. It's unrestricted.
Yeah.
It's very informative. If anybody watching this, when you watch this, it's definitely unfiltered for sure, and unapologetic, because they don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your feelings.
Put your feelings in your pocket.
Right. So put them on your shelf or in your pocket or in your socks or something. But I just want to thank y'all, and I want to thank God for this opportunity, because when I first met y'all, y'all had a what is it? I can't say a glow, but y'all had that positive thing about y'all, that I knew that you probably were helping people, good to help people, because y'all were really dealing with these artists. And some of these artists that I know that y'all were talking to ain't doing nothing with that music they singing and rapping, but you made everybody sing and feel like they were a national artist.
Right.
You did.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what y'all did. I mean,
that's what you're supposed to do, though.
Yeah.
Everybody is somebody. Yeah.
Everybody is somebody.
Right. Everybody is somebody. Definitely.
Don't say that, because that's a Democratic slogan. Jesse Jackson used to say that.
I would never rap it again. That's all he do is rap.
Who?
He's the unsigned. He's actually an indie artist.
Who is?
Jesse Jackson. He raps.
Oh, you talking about the Right Reverend?
Yeah,
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, the Right Reverend.
Oh, okay.
But can you tell the viewers and listeners how they can find you? On.
Oh yeah, you can find me on all platforms at Ike Owens World.
Ike Owens World. Mz Gogetta, any other last words?
Nope, that's it.
So with that being said,
so what Mz Gogetta? She just be laid back.
Yeah. No, but anyway, but what?
Yeah, I'm laid back.
No, she's not. No. But with that being
said, she's laid back tonight, baby. She's doing it so cool. She's like, that's it,
So with that being said, until next time. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.